Hello, geometry students. Today's learning target is to solve systems of equations related to parallel lines. So this was a class example that we did. If we look at problem number 3, the first thing I'm going to do is label. So angle 8 is 6x minus 4y. Angle 9 is 3x plus 5y plus 101. And angle 5, that I'm marking in green, is 4x minus 3y plus 20. And the first thing you should realize is a couple relationships exist. I know that angle 5 plus angle 9 add up to 180. We also know that angle 5 is congruent to angle 8 because they are alternate interior angles. So since they're congruent, I'm going to use the same mark for 5 and 8. And then I'm going to use a different mark for angle 9 because 5 and 9 add up to 180. And then the last relationship is angle 8 plus angle 9 also add up to 180 degrees. Now you can choose any two equations you want to solve this system. In class, we discussed it might be best to use the relationships where the angles add up to 180. So I'm going to use angle 5 and 9 add up to 180. So I'm going to rewrite that one. 4x minus 3y plus 20 plus 3x plus 5y plus 101 is 180 degrees. That's from 5 and 9 adding up to 180. The other one I'm going to use is 8 and 9 add up to 180 because they are same side interior. So I'm going to say 6x minus 4y plus 3x plus 5y plus 101 is 180. Now that we have both equations, we're going to simplify the purple and green equations and be careful on your arithmetic. So when you add the x's, you get 7x. When you add the y's, you get plus 2y. And then when you add the 20 and 101, you get plus 121 is 180. You'll subtract 121 from both sides. And please use a calculator. You'll get 7x plus 2y. So 180 minus 121 gets you 59. In the green equation, when you add the x's, you get 9x. When you add the y's, you get 1y. Plus the 101 is 180. Subtract 101 from both sides. And you'll get 9x plus y is equal to 79. So we've created a system of equations here. The system is 7x plus 2y is 59, and 9x plus y is 79. Then in algebra, you learn that you want to make the x's or y's opposites. So we can multiply the second equation by negative 2. And you need to multiply everything by negative 2. So negative 18x minus 2y, and 79 times negative 2 is a negative 158. Be careful of your arithmetic. I'm going to copy down the top equation. And now we can add down when you do that. 7 minus 18 for the x's is negative 11x. The y's add the 0. Negative 158 plus 59 add up to negative 99. And then you could divide both sides by negative 11. And you get x to be equal to 9. Now that you got x to be 9, you could come back in here and plug in. So I'm going to highlight where I'm plugging in. I'm going to plug into that yellow equation. So I could do 9 times 9 plus y is 79. So 81 plus y is equal to 79. Then you subtract 81 from both sides. And when you subtract 81 from both sides, you'll get y to be -2. So now I'm going to go back to the top of the paper. We know that x is equal to 9. I'm going to write that at the top. And we know y is equal to -2. So I'm going to substitute in to problem number, or angle 8. So 6 times 9 minus 4 times -2. Please use a calculator. I get 62. Then I'm going to substitute into angle 9. So I'll say 3 times 9 plus 5 times -2 plus 101. Again, please use a calculator. So I'm using my calculator. And you'll get 118. And then I'm going to substitute for angle 5. So 4 times 9 minus 3 times -2 plus 20. Again, use a calculator, and when I do that, I get 62 degrees. And this is a nice little check because we should know that angle 5 and 8 are the same, because we talked about that earlier, that 5 and 8 are alternate interior angles, and I just highlighted that in yellow. And notice both of those angles are 62. And if you add 62 and 118, you get 180. So this is a nice way to check your answer.